So I've been fishing a lot lately. Hope you've been out a lot too. One of the trends that I've been seeing is the jerk bait. I mean, it's no secret, it's colder this time of year. Jerk baits are great, especially with forward-facing sonar. But I'm gonna show you some of my favorite jerk baits, not called the Megabass Vision 110. That's an awesome jerk bait, love it. Got tons of them, way too much money invested in those things, but they catch fish. But there's a lot of jerk baits that I also use as a complement to those baits when the fish want something different. So we're gonna check those out right now. So this idea came from things that I see. So part of my job is to write about fishing tournaments. I go to a lot of different tournaments, cover the top pros, and some of the best with live scope, when you look at their boat at the end of the day, they have tons of different jerk baits. I'm not gonna name names of different baits and who did what, but they have lots of different jerk baits. And the main reason is they want to get a jerk bait that they can get a specific fish to react to. And now I'm kind of implementing that into my fishing, where there's some fish that want a different diving jerk bait. They want a more aggressive action. They want one that dives deeper. There's so many variables, and having a bunch of jerk baits ready to go for that particular fish is how the pros are utilizing and getting the most out of their live scope with the jerk bait. So some of these baits I've heard of other people using it, but all these baits are also part of my arsenal, and I tend to have several jerk baits on the front of the deck at the same time, again, to see which one is going to get that fish to react. Now, if you're not using forward-facing sonar, it's still good to experiment and just casting out, because there's days and there's certain fish that want a different action, a different jerk bait, because even though these jerk baits all look the same, a lot of them are the 110 size, doesn't mean they're the same. So we'll start with the Spro Mix Stick. So I think this is a pretty good complement to the Vision 110. It's very similar in my opinion. It has a little bit different action, but it is a lot cheaper and it's a little bit less aggressive in my opinion. The next one I like is the 6 Sense Provoke DD. So DD, down deep. You know, all the different jerk baits for the most part have a deep diving version, but I really like this one because this one gets down quickly. It is also an aggressive action as well, but getting down quickly to things that you see on the screen is really important. Next one's kind of a curveball. This is the DBS Balisong Min. It comes in a shallow and a deep version. It's a bigger bait. That's the main reason I like this. It's a 130 size. So it's a big bulky bait. Again, they have a shallow version, which is kind of like your standard 6-7 foot diver, and then a very deep diver, which I've had very good success with for smallmouth. Another one of my personal favorites is the IMA Flit 120. This also comes in a 100 size. I personally like the 120 the most out of between the two. So the couple different things I like about this is it's very loud. It's got that BB action in there, that BB sound. So it's a very aggressive sounding bait. It also will dive a little bit deeper than your Vision 110, which is a 4 to 6 foot diver. This is more a 5 to 7 foot diver. So just being able to reach slightly different depths. And again, you got that crazy sound and very aggressive action. Next one is the Berkley Stunna. This is the +1. There's a regular as well. These are a 112 size. So I know that they're trying to match the Vision 110. I mean, that's no secret there. I mean, that's really what they were trying to get out of this action. But the thing that I like about this is it is a slow sinking bait. So you can get it as deep as you want, depending on how much patience you have. It is very slow sinking, but it will sink. You know, it's really cool for if you see a fish below that's not really committing to it, you can just let it slowly sink to it and then start working the bait again. So very cool part of the Stunna that I like is the slow sinking action. Finally, the Strike King KVD Deep 300. I really like this again because it's a deep diver. I like this one better than the standard version. It just seems to get bit more than the regular KVD 300. That's just my experience, but this one will get really deep. I mean, you're gonna get down to 10, 11 feet on a standard cast. So again, being able to reach those deeper diving depths. Now, you know, you may say, why not just use a Vision 110 +1 or +2 even? You know, you could do that, but I like to have options with different actions, no matter how subtle they are, can make a huge difference with your jerk baits. So like I always ask, which ones am I missing? Did I forget one? I mean, is there another bait that's out there that's a sleeper? You know, maybe I didn't even mention the Lucky Craft Pointer, kind of one of the OGs of the Japanese jerk baits in America. But that's a good one. You know, I've caught a lot of fish on the Pointer 95, the 78, even the 128. I've caught fish on all those, but these are the ones that I've been leaning towards lately. Again, let me know which ones I'm missing in the comments below. Thanks for watching.